I have a pick a card reading for you today. It is called How Do They Feel About You? I have 3 piles. Pile 1 is Carnelian. Pile number 2 is Bloodstone. Pile number 3 is Malachite. So take a minute to make your choice. Okay, and now we shall start with pile number 1. Pile number 1, Carnelian. Okay. Let's actually get these out of the way. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, I see that they look at you as a very, very passionate person. You could be a fire sign, but not necessarily, but definitely you have a lot of passion. You could be kind of really a fun person, funny. They may see you as smart, spontaneous even, but at the same time very wise, kind of like a leader or a guide to people. Like you have a lot of insight to share with others, but you do it with a sense of philosophy, common sense, and a sense of humor. So I see these are 2 fire signs right here, the Companion and the Corsair, King of Spirals, Knight of Spirals in the traditional tarot. So this is a lot of passion and energy. The Knight of Wands, or the fire, spirals, all the same thing, is a passionate person, an idealistic person, a person who goes after what they're passionate about. They go after their goals. They like to travel. They like new things or curious. Also spiritual. There's an element of spirituality and seeing life from a higher perspective in a lot of ways. And sights on something and you get very focused. They like that. And just like a person who's like a leader, you may even own your own business, or you just like a hustler, like you always have projects or goals or making money in some ways, thinking of ways to advance yourself, but you do it with a lot of flair and charisma, but also you're very in control, like you have a powerful kind of aura. You're very in control and command of your presence and the energy around you. At the same time, I see that you are a giving person, like you help others, but at the same time, you're not afraid to put yourself first. Like sometimes you can be a little selfish, but in a good way. Whereas like you take care of yourself and your well-being first before you can help others. Or it could be for some of you that you're just very discriminating about who you invest your time in and who you help and who you work with, because you expect a certain amount of loyalty because you're loyal. And this person actually likes that about you, that you're discerning, that like you think about how you invest your time and energy in your own projects and with others. Put these a little higher so you can see all the cards. I'll bring all the cards up to the screen so you can see them clearly. Okay, so yeah, they see you as a very dynamic person. It's very exciting, but also with a lot of substance and depth. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is that I see that most of you probably have like really nice hair. They really like or love your hair. whether you're a male or female, you have beautiful hair. What I'm seeing here, it's I feel like for some or most of you, it's very long hair or very thick hair, dark. Could be wavy or straight, but it's just a very, very prominent feature that you have. Maybe it's your trademark. Just very luxurious hair, or you have like interesting hairstyles and they really like that. This person probably like is really into beautiful hair. And I feel like you also have like very strong bone structure and maybe nice shoulders, intense eyes, pouty lips. This could be for male or female. I'm also feeling like, or you could be very muscular, like you work out. You just have a very strong physique and it shows. And for some of you, they may like even like your belly or your stomach. Like you could have a flat stomach, or you can have like a cute little tummy, but they like the way your belly looks. And I get also that they like your skin. Like maybe you have soft skin. I think they also may like the way you dress. Like you wear very comfortable clothing that just kind of like gracefully like hangs on you like perfectly. This person has very dreamy feelings and emotions, thoughts about you. Like they may get caught up in fantasies about you. And yeah, I have a sense of very ethereal dreaminess. Mostly at night they think about you, and it's very romantic. I think though sometimes it's hard for them to release these thoughts, and like may spend a lot of time fantasizing or thinking about you. There is love here, okay? There is some sort of love, whether it's recognized or not, because here it says undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So that to me says that whether they're conscious of it yet or not, there is a love here, and it could be, if it's not manifested in the physical world yet, it's manifested in the spiritual realm. It could be possible that this could be like a soulmate, a very deep soulmate, so that there is love there regardless of what the illusion or of the third dimensional world is. So, but they may be very aware of this love as well, or it may be growing into that is what I'm seeing. It will be realized, but it could be like a very romantic, dreamy kind of love. Yeah, that's what I feel. And sometimes I do feel like they want to like release it. But it's very hard for them too. I get a sense here too that we get the morality card, nothingness card, patience card, and the stress card. So what I'm seeing here is that this is how you make them feel, Ro. And what I'm seeing here is that I get a sense that you make them feel in some ways at a loss or lost or in the darkness. Like they're not quite sure where you stand or where the relationship stands. So there's a sense of not knowing what direction this is going, a sense of limbo, a sense of I would almost even say purgatory. It's just like a lack of clarity where maybe your feelings are and maybe where the relationship is going, and even maybe their own feelings. But a part of them, so there's like a battle here. Like a part of them understands that this situation requires patience. And I can see two scenarios for some for some people, some for other people. The patience card to me signifying you are a very fiery nature, and this person may not be as fiery as you, though they like your fire. But it requires a certain amount of patience to deal with you or interact with you in just in terms of personality. And so they feel like with you they have to really harness their patience, or it could be too that they, for some reason, they feel a lot of patience with you, and maybe they don't feel a lot of patience with other people. For some others, I feel like this patience card signifies, since this right now this dynamic is somewhat mysterious or elusive, or maybe just not really in a firm foundation quite yet, that they realize that this is going to take patience and time for this to develop and manifest in the way that they would like to see it. I also get a sense that they feel like they have to be, for some reason, on their best behavior with you, or they have to, this is for some of you, they just feel like they have to be on their best behavior. Maybe you're a very idealistic person. Maybe you have a lot of opinions on how people should be, and maybe they feel like they have to live up to that. Or for some of you, I'm getting that they feel like their hands are tied, like they have to practice some sort of self-discipline and morality, like they're following a moral code. I'm getting that maybe some of you are already taken. Maybe this is not a relationship yet or anything. This could be a friend or dating, or maybe you're dating other people or you're in another relationship, but there's a sense of like being tempted to want to move forward with you and tell you how they feel, but they know they can't because it would be disrespecting another situation, or maybe they're in a situation or a relationship that they have to respect. So they're trying to really hold tight to their moral code, and it's a little bit difficult, but they're really trying to do their best because they really believe that that's the way things should be. So there's an amount of respect for themselves and an amount of respect for you. And amount of respect for whatever relationship it could be in the way, if that is the case for some of you. Getting like you make them feel some like a Puritan, or that they have to be a Puritan, and if this is going to be successful and work in the correct manner, if it's meant to start right, is really of importance to them. Yeah, and then interesting things too is like there's a certain amount of stress here from this person that you may inadvertently make them feel. So it's nothing against you. It's what it's triggered in them. They feel an amount of stress and pressure when it comes to you. I get that they may really admire you or look up to you. And they want to impress you. So they feel like they have to do a lot of things or say a lot of things and achieve a lot of things in order to impress you. Like one thing is not enough. Just them being them is not enough to win you over, or, you know, feel like you're equal or you're matched. So they feel like, in some ways they feel like they're constantly performing and they have to be a certain way, or maybe, you have a lot of energy and they don't have as much. So when they're with you, it's like they feel like they have to perform or like kind of like amp up their energy, and which is sometimes fine, but I sense that they get tired, or they just want to, for some of you, it's just they get tired from the amount of energy and they're not as energetic, and this causes them a little bit of exhaustion, where they have to retreat a little bit and just like regain their composure and their energy levels. And then for some of you, it's like they just really want to impress you, but it also causes them stress because they're like, oh my God, how does this person feel? Am I living up to what they like? Did this impress them? Do they like this? Am I doing a good job? Like, so it's like, there's an amount of pressure that they put on themselves in order that they feel they need to, in order to either win your affection or be your equal. Yeah, because I'm getting this person is very dreamy, romantic, chill, laid back. They may or may not show it, but that's what I'm sensing. And they like your fire and your passion, and they want to participate. And I think they can sometimes, but sometimes they need to rest because there's this little bit more passive energy. They do want to please you, but sometimes it's just too much. And so they get tired. And then I think sometimes they get emotionally imbalanced, where they feel just like their emotions are not balanced. They don't feel stable. They feel kind of like they're not in control of the situation. So that might make them a little nervous, you know. I feel like this dynamic takes them to emotional heights that they may not always be able to sustain. They like that excitement is what I'm getting. Yeah, they like that though. That's the funny thing. It's like a love-hate situation. And that, but they're very confused about the way they feel about you. You know, they do know they admire you, they have feelings for you, but for some reason there's also a sense of confusion here, and it could be that they're just confused about where this relationship is going, or if it's practical or doable, or even confused about how you feel about them truly. This is a reverse Seven of Cups. So there's a sense of confusion, so it could be wanting to not be confused anymore about how they feel about you and how you feel about them. Like, where is this going? There's also a sense of not wanting to be patient anymore with you. Like, they just kind of, I don't know, it's so weird because they're confused, but at the same time they're tired of being patient. They're kind of very contradictory, so I feel like they ebb and flow a lot, like go up and down. Their moods change a lot. Their thoughts and feelings change a lot. They're very maybe nebulous, like this Neptune card. So things are not ever very concrete or black and white. They just flow in the gray area. Because I'm getting those that there's like some sort of confusion about you. They may fear that you are not really serious about your feelings for them, like, or you wouldn't be if they were to come and approach you. They feel like maybe you're a player, or maybe it would be only last as a fling. That's for some of you. Okay, and for other people, I'm getting too that this person actually does, at this time currently, this could change because the future is not set in stone, but some of you, yes, some of your love interests, they may not want to move forward currently with you. They may not want to extend that cup of love to you at this time due to the fact that they're feeling, maybe they're going through the spectrum of feeling stressed out, tired, exhausted, and confused. So I get a sense that they need some rest, and that now is not the best time for them to move forward with you. So they kind of want to just chill right now and just let nature take its course and see what the right timing will bring. Let's see, this is the reversed Knight of Cups. So, and then this was the reversed Temperance. Yeah, I think you've seen all the cards. So that's where they're at currently. So I want to pull some more cards for you. Yeah, I want a little more clarification on the situation with the reverse Knight of Cups, the reversed Temperance, and the reversed Seven of Cups that are down here. I'm going to bring these cards a little higher. Okay. All right, connecting these cards to pile number one. Okay, so, okay, let's get some clarification on the reverse Knight of Cups. Okay, well, I'm just going to say the energy right now, even though this is the current energy, at the bottom of the deck is the reverse Death card. So this is not over yet, or at least they don't want it to be over. So this is a temporary situation and how they feel about you, how they want to move forward with you right now. So let's get clarification on reverse Knight of Cups, please. Asking Spirit, what does the reverse Knight of Cups mean for? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Four of Pentacles. They don't want to move forward right now. I feel like they want to either conserve their energy or conserve their resources. Maybe some of them are having financial issues right now, or feeling, or maybe just feeling a little bit insecure about where they stand in either the world or where their place is in your life, and they just kind of feel like a little bit nervous to like extend anything. So it could be insecurity, or it could just be like they're saving their money. They can't take you out on dates because they're maybe broke or don't have a job or just need to spend it on other things. That's what I'm getting. So they're just kind of pulling back and conserving their resources. And so, yeah, that's where they're at. So let's get a clarification for the reverse temperance, please. Spirit, clarification, reverse temperance. One card, please. One card, please. Card. Clarify the reverse temperance. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's okay. I get it. So, so what they want out of the situation with you currently is, okay, I'm getting a sense that for some of you at least, they've been interacting with you and dealing with you, maybe dating you, or however the dynamic is. It's different for all of you. They have been doing a massive amount of healing and alchemizing and trying to blend and balance their life and balance themselves with your energy. And they just need a rest. They're just like, okay, that's a lot of work. I need to just focus on me. But I'm also getting the reason why they had to do that was for some of you, you guys were having arguments or conflict of some sort, or maybe this was a conflict within, for some of you, it's a conflict within them because they're still kind of confused as to where this is heading. So they want to put an end to this, either for some of you, the inner conflict that they're feeling, their feelings and passions for you, or they just want to put an end to any arguments or disagreements that you two have had. So it's like taking a step back. Okay, thank you. Asking for pile number 1, clarify the 7 of Cups in reverse. One card, please, Spirit. Yeah, I'm getting that you guys some of you are just a lot of energy and they just don't have as much. So they may not have the stamina to keep up with you. Yeah, so sideways, High Priestess. I read sideways. So meaning I read both upright and reversed. So to clarify the reverse 7 of Cups, I get sideways High Priestess, which makes total sense. It just goes back to being confused, like not really wanting to know, wanting to get to the bottom, wanting to have a deeper, higher knowing about what this is all about, what their feelings are about, what your feelings are about, what this whole situation is in their life. They want to know, but at the same sense, they want to keep to themselves, like I'm sensing that they may be holding back a little bit and being distant because of this confusion or because of this pressure that they put on themselves. So it's like they may be keeping their feelings and their thoughts to themselves. But there's a part of them too that wants to communicate. But they're not quite ready to do that right now. Okay, so what are the current, pile number 1's people, current energy? How are their current emotions? How are they currently feeling about pile number 1? Asking Spirit, 1 card, please. What are their current emotions for pile number 1? People who pick pile number 1, what are their love interest current emotions for them? 1 card, please. Current emotions. Oh, shit. Okay, 2 cards. Oh, funny enough. Okay, so their current emotions for you. 2 cards popped out. Knight of Cups and the World card. Interestingly enough, so what I'm getting from here, because yeah, they currently don't want to move forward with you romantically or date you at this moment, but their energy, their emotions for you is that they are feeling love for you and emotion for you, attraction for you, and they want to romance you. They want to come forward. So they're contradicting within themselves. So that goes back to the confusion. But again, I think it has a lot to do with, like, you know, this 4 of Pentacles. They're just not ready. It's basically about not being ready to step out of their comfort zone and make this happen. So it's not personal, because they see their emotions for you is the World card, and this is the most beautiful one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot. Emotion towards you is actually very positive. I feel they see you as this person, this like, I wouldn't say prize to be won, but somebody to, like, you're on a pedestal, basically. Like, you're an ideal. You're someone, they're looking you, they're idealizing you. They're looking at you in a beautiful light. They feel like you're a manifester, a creative person, a person who accomplishes, a winner. So they're feeling like they want to offer you this love. And, you know, I'm getting for some of you, it could be that they're intimidated because, like, if you see this Knight of Cups, he has this cup of love, right? And that's what he wants to offer, this beautiful, it's going to be for men or women, sorry. But this beautiful being, this gorgeous being, right? This cup of love, but maybe feeling like, oh, but am I really good enough for her or him? Like, is this enough? I don't think it's enough yet, or I don't think I'm confident enough to offer this at this moment. I'm too confused anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So that's their current energy or current emotions for you, which are, yes, they are positive. This person loves who you are and does want to move forward and sweep you off your feet. Or if you're a man, they want to come in and show you their love and appreciation. And they want you to sweep them off their feet. But remember, this is them in their emotions and in their mind. Physically, realistically, they're not ready yet. Okay. So I would like to, I think, get an advice card on how it would be best for you to move forward, or at least some insight. Let's get some insight and see what happens. Okay. Asking Spirit advice or insight for pile number 1 in regards to this dynamic between them and their love interest. 1 card only, please. Insight or advice for pile number 1, people. Please, please, please. 1 card. Make it clear. 1 card. How should they move forward, or how should they see the situation? 1 card. Pile number 1. Okay. Treasure Island. I want to also point out that Treasure Island, when the card fell, it fell on top of this Isolt Undying Love card that says the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So regardless of what the outcome of this relationship or situation is, there is underlying love, whether it be friendship or romance. It's there. So, and then because we had Treasure Island, and that's actually a very beautiful magical abundant card. So I will read it for you since it's the oracle. Okay. Okay. Essential meanings of Treasure Island card. The law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. Okay. So for the relationship message, your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner or love interest are always discovering hidden gems about yourself and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Oh, okay, that's a nice card. Okay, that's cool. So what I get from that is that either you or your person are looking at this not as positively as you could, and it would benefit you. I'm getting here, okay, now maybe not the time to go full steam ahead, although you may want to because you're this passionate person, and even they may want to because they're feeling a deep well of emotions for you. But there's a process that needs to happen here, and it is about getting to know each other. And I think that that's actually great advice, because great things are built with patience, persistence, right, and care, and really understanding each other and getting to know each other, who this person is, and how you come together and bring each other blessings, and how you can move forward in building something solid, comes with taking the time to really knowing who you are as people, yourselves and each other. And so it's just saying, this is a beautiful, blessed dynamic. No need to worry. Take it in as it comes. This is about divine timing. This is about having faith and about being okay, about being in the void and not knowing where this is headed. This is about the journey, not the destination. This is the phase of the relationship or dynamic about getting to know each other. And this may be hard for you because you may be a fire sign or have a very fiery, maybe even sexual, sensual personality. But what I think one of the lessons for you to learn, as this is the Knight of Wands, who's like, some people it's a player vibe, but regardless of that, it's just a very person that's very passionate and may not wait for things to blossom maturely and securely. So this is a good lesson in patience for not only your love interest, but you as well. So just take time to get to know each other. I think that's a great message. So let me get one more card because I'm curious. Let's get what the final outcome is if you follow this advice of just taking the time to get to know each other. One card for pile number one, people. Oh, by the way, there was a card that was flipped over, and it was the reverse Seven of Cups. So I didn't pull it out because I didn't ask the question, but I just want to make note of it because, well, if that was the final outcome, this person desires an end to confusion. So if you get to know each other, it could be also perhaps that this person, you both will stop being so confused. Okay, so this card just popped out, and so this is the final outcome for if you take the advice of Treasure Island. Judgment, yes. Okay. I don't know, maybe you guys had a falling out or you were together before and broke up, I don't know, but or something happened where it made either you or this person or both of you feel like this was done. But the Judgment card is a beautiful card of second chances and new beginnings, and this is like from the higher realms. This is the angel saying it's time now. You're getting a second chance. You can create this. You can manifest this. This is blessed by the heavens. So yeah, being patient, getting to know each other, taking it slow. See the turtle? Taking it slow. Uncovering each other's gifts will lead you to what you want, to this second chance, to this new beginning, to this new life, to on a higher, more deeper consciousness. A very deep, profound love can be had here if this is a love reading for you. So that's great news. I love it. Okay. That's all for you, pile number one. I hope it was helpful. If it resonated, please like, share, or subscribe, or leave a comment, and I will make sure to reply. So I would love to hear from you. Okay. Thank you, pile number one. Pile number two. Okay. Pile number two. Okay. I will, if you can't see the cards out, I'll put them up to the screen for your benefit. Let me just put these out. Okay, just want to make sure these are clear for you. Okay. All right. Pile number 2. Okay, so your person, how they feel about you. All right. Okay. So this person sees you. We've got the Poet, King of Scrolls, Bella Rosa, the Devil in Reverse, and Ace of Spirals. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing that this person sees you as a very, could be a very creative, intelligent person, maybe a writer, a poet, or any kind of artistic kind of creative person, somebody who's very romantic, but at the same time I'm getting somewhat stoic, or at least very reserved or in control of emotions. Basically, I'm feeling like even keeled or even balanced. Like, yes, you may have emotions, but you're also very logical, reasonable, and you're kind of composed, I guess is the word I'm trying to look for. You just know how to keep yourself together. I also sense that this person feels like you have like high moral standard, or like a code of ethics, or maybe you follow your values and ideals very very in a disciplined manner. So you kind of, I don't know, you just have like a way that you uphold yourself to be with like integrity. And yeah, and I'm getting that they sense that you're very authentic. You're a person that maybe has strong willpower. Like, you're not a person that has an addictive personality, or you're not like toxic or egotistical. I guess that's what I'm seeing. Like, they feel like if you do have a dark side, it's like it's either very well controlled or not controlling you. It's not something that is easily seen. Like, you're more of a wholesome person, and authentic. But at the same time, you're this like very composed, disciplined, visionary type of person in a lot of ways. But you still also have a lot of passion, or maybe it could be sexual, but it could also just be a passion for life, or a passion for your ideals or your goals, or the way you see life. Like, I'm getting that you could be philosophical. Yeah, like you inspire them with who you are as a person, but also like the way you see the world and how you communicate the way you see the world. Like, I feel like you're very inspiring to this person. And I feel like you're very good at like starting projects, or you're a good initiator of things, and they like that about you. You don't wait around for people to get things done. Yeah, there's something very inspiring, passionate about you. You're maybe a go-getter, but you're also very like philosophical, and like maybe very in tuned with the world and even the spiritual realms, I'm thinking. And you kind of make this person start thinking in new ways, and even like get them into like, they get into these reveries where like their thoughts just like go on and on and on, because you've like opened a door for them in ways of thinking. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm also sensing that there's something about you that is very mesmerizing or hypnotizing. You may mesmerize this person either with your intellect, or even your beauty or good looks if you're a man. It's just something about who you are, how you are, the way you communicate, the way you present yourself, maybe the way you look at them. or talk to them has a hypnotizing effect almost. I don't know. I get that. Like they can just like, I don't know, melt into you and your words and your energy, even if they may not show it. Like there's something about that. Yeah, I'm getting that your eyes, they have like, they really love or like your eyes. Like you have beautiful, intelligent eyes. Maybe they're the hypnotic eyes. Could also very well be that they're very sexy and seductive eyes, like bedroom sensual eyes. You know, like there's a story in your eyes. And they may feel safe with you. And I think that might be part of the reason they feel safe is because of your authenticity and honesty. Because I do see you're an honest person for the most part. I mean, we all have our secrets, right? But, you know, as a general rule of thumb, you're honest and genuine. And that makes them feel safe. But at the same time, you have this beautiful charisma and light around you that when you walk into the room, you light it up, or they feel that you light it up, and people may see it too, but you do have that charisma. You do have this energy about you, this light, this fire. You come off as a powerful person in some way, whether it's obvious or somewhat hidden or downplayed. You have this power within you. That may be another reason why they feel safe with you. Because I'm just seeing that like you have a lot of personal power. They may also like the way you dress. Like you may have like a really interesting, cool style. You may either be very stylish or maybe even a unique dresser, maybe eccentric, or just like something like a little out of the ordinary, maybe sometimes a little extra, you know, glamorous, but it like you pull it off well. I feel like you can pull it off well. Like you could overdress and you would still pull it off, and it would just add to your allure. You kind of like, you have this like kind of peacock kind of like look about you, but it's not like, it's like so done so well without pretense or discomfort that is just an extension of you, and that makes you graceful. And you may have curly hair. For some of you, I feel like a lot of you or some of you have curly hair, like spirally hair, or just really beautiful, wavy, mostly towards the curly side, maybe dark hair. I'm also sensing that they may, whether you're a man or a woman, they may like your chest or your breasts. They may like your chest or your breasts. They may like your skin, like your complexion, or like soft. Maybe you have soft skin. I feel like if they've touched your skin, they like the feel of your skin, or your skin looks soft. But they also like the complexion. Like it could be dark or it could be fair, but regardless, it's very even complected. Yeah, they just all around think you're just very alluring. But you're a person that like opens doors for yourself. Like you have a lot of opportunities, and you move through life like in a confident manner. And so the way you make them feel, we have abundance, playfulness, and we are the world. So you make them feel lucky to have you. You make them, like, whether it's a relationship or just dating, or you just know each other, whatever dynamic this is, when they're around you or with you, you make them feel blessed, lucky, like, oh my God, they have everything in the world they need right now. Like, I'm also sensing that, they feel happy with you. Like, they just feel good. Like nothing can go wrong when they're with you. Which leads back to that sanctuary card, feeling safe, feeling good, like solid. I think you'll also make them feel like they want to be a provider or up to your level in terms of like being financially stable, but also being, just like really creative, abundantly creative, or creatively abundant. And maybe they want to build something with you or do projects with you or something like that, and like create opportunities together, maybe create wealth together. So there's like a sense of like really actually having a serious feeling of wanting to be committed, or feeling like they need to live up to being a very stable person in your life. But you make them feel like they want to be trustworthy and loyal and do right by you. You also make them feel playful. Like you may have these times where you're a playful person, or maybe you're not, but you bring out a playfulness to them, whether in actions or words. There's a sense of feeling more alive and free-spirited and just playful with you. And just maybe you make them feel funny, like they make you laugh. They like to crack jokes, and because it makes them feel good. So yeah, I mean, look at this card. They feel like, damn, like I hit the lottery, I'm blessed, look, I feel so carefree and light. I don't know, you have them walking on air sometimes. So yeah, you make them want to celebrate. They feel very connected to you in a lot of ways. Like maybe there's a bond here that you both feel, or they feel like there's like a connection here. It makes you guys, there's just like a sense of feel good energy for the most part. I'm seeing like there's like there's a connection here, and they feel it, and they feel like it's a connection bigger than the 3D world. Like this is maybe a higher level connection. I don't know. But you also help them see the world from a higher perspective as well. I think I said that before. But yeah, you just definitely get them to see things in a more objective view, more removed, or like an eagle eye perspective. So you open their mind. So man, you are amazing. Yes, they really see you as amazing. So that's really freaking cool. Okay, so what I see what they want from you. Okay, pull these cards up again. Sorry. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. This is what I think is interesting. Okay, I believe what I'm sensing here, they're smitten with you, or they love the idea of you, okay? But I'm getting that they're smitten with you, or they're very well on their way, okay? Because they have passion for you. Currently, what they want with you is they want to win you over. They want a successful victory here. They want to win you over. They want you. They want to earn the privilege of being with you. Yeah, like you're on a pedestal. And because that's the 6 of Wands. They want a victory. They would feel so proud to have you. They just really want this to work out and be successful. This is the Queen of Cups. And so they really want you to love them. They love you. They do. I don't know if they've told you yet or what, but they do truly love you. They feel warmth with you. They feel some sort of like connection. Yeah, they feel a deep connection with you, and they want you to love them too. And they want to nurture you the way they feel you nurture them, or they want you to nurture them. Maybe you're giving them an air of very nonchalant, casual energy. Maybe you're not easily read. Like maybe it's not easy to tell what you're into or who you're into, or if you're into them. Or maybe it is super casual right now, and there's more depth that they want, but they're feeling like maybe the reason why it hasn't reached that level to where they want it yet is because they feel like they're too into you. Like maybe this doesn't mean that that's what you're thinking, but this could be themselves projecting this. Like maybe they feel vulnerable being so smitten with somebody and not knowing if you feel the same. Maybe you do, and maybe they know that, but I don't know, for some reason I feel like they want you to be worrying about losing them. So I don't know if that's because you have options or you don't show what they mean to you, but it's almost like they want you to have a little bit of anxiety and fear, like you can't have him or her that easily. I don't know, I guess that's an ego thing. The thing here is that they may go through that. Like I feel like sometimes they have anxiety and fears that, they could lose you. So I don't know. For some reason I guess they're like, I want them to feel like a little bit afraid of losing me. That's how I think they're thinking. Like, they don't want to be so easy. They want to play a little hard to get, because I think that they'll feel like they earned you, or that you'll appreciate them more. This very well may be true or not true, but this is just where they're coming from currently. That's their perception. So you may have deep feelings for them, but I get a sense that they want to make you sweat. So that's what they may be doing right now. They may be playing it a little cool, or playing, maybe maybe playing games, or just not like being completely forthright in where they're coming from. Okay, so I want to pull a few cards for more clarification. I want to know what their current emotions are for you. So I want to pull cards from here. Okay, so what are pile number 2's people emotions for them currently? Oh, okay, interesting. We got the reverse 3 of Swords. So interestingly enough, okay, all right. So they're getting over heartbreak, okay? And I don't know what this is about. Okay, so, okay. There's a few scenarios here. So for some of you, I'm sensing that maybe they were previously in a relationship that really hurt them, and they're getting over it. So they're not quite ready to move forward with you. But I really feel like they are ready to move forward with you. Okay, I feel like they're waiting for you. So it could be that they're healing from a past relationship, but I still feel like they are ready to move forward with you regardless. That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like yeah, there may have been a breakup between you, or you guys had a falling out and somebody was deeply hurt. I'm seeing either could have been both of you or them. But definitely there was some sort of pain inflicted, and they're wanting to come back because they're healed, or they've forgiven you, or maybe they want you to forgive them. It's, for some of you, could have been a third party situation as well. They either had somebody, or you had someone, or you both had someone. But this hurt you guys. There's definitely people who are hurt here. But I'm sensing that has been done away with. Or if not, it will be done away with soon, because there's a feeling of needing to release themselves from either a third-party situation, from whatever pain has been inflicted. So that's positive, which is good. So I want to get an advice card. So I want to get advice or insight for pile number 2 people in regards to this love interest. Like, what do pile number 2 people need to know? This kind of flew out. For their highest good and success of this dynamic, if that's what is wanted. One card, please. No. One card. One card, please, Spirit. Pile number 2. Insight or advice, their current situation, their love interest, your person. One card. I mean, I did see one card kind of flip over when I looked at it. It was called Come to the Edge. I could look at that, but I kind of usually wait for the card to flip out. I just feel like it's less tainted. Okay, now there's 2. So this is loaded. Okay, guys. 2 cards. Okay, we have Between Worlds, and we have Thinker. Okay, so this is insight and or advice for pile number 2. Okay. I'll read it. It's an oracle. Let's go with Between Worlds first. Okay, essential meanings, transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Okay, that makes sense to what I was saying about this situation. Third-party situation, or something's going on here that... Okay. Relationship message here is, this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. Oh, nice. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's because of the current situation, the current emotion. And yeah, I'm sensing that, going back to this, they want you to feel some anxiety because they are. And I think it's because of what happened in the past. And because there is a weird, no man's land here right now. Okay, next card, Thinker. Which to me automatically says people are overthinking here. Could be you, could be them, could be both of you. Okay. Essential meanings. Strategy, being analytical and logical. Relationship message. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy, no matter what, in case the facts are the facts. Oh, no matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. Okay, so interesting. So now I'm sensing that there is some major history here. Okay, someone's indecisive, or there's a pause in this dynamic relationship, I feel, from either one or both of you, or from spirit, because there needs to be something needs to be evaluated here that is important. Maybe this person's not seeing you clearly. I definitely see that you're an amazing person, but maybe the pedestal they have you on is so high that it's like it's not realistic, and maybe even counterproductive to the relationship. Or maybe you're seeing them in a certain way, but maybe there's more to investigate is what I'm getting. Like there is a sense of you need to get to know each other on a more real level. And it's interesting. This is somewhat similar to pile number one, a little bit different, but this is a time for getting to know each other, not making rash decisions. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so now, if you were to follow that advice and insight, pile number two, what would be the outcome between you and your love interest? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Reversed Page of Cups. Wow, okay. Okay, so honestly, it could be one or two things. First, I'm seeing either, if you guys were to really realistically evaluate this situation, you would find that it's not as dreamy and shiny as you think it is. Like, there's a sense of not being fully realistic in this dynamic. I feel like in some ways, maybe you really are this amazing person on a whole nother level, and you can't see them clearly because they haven't even reached your vibration. And maybe, and conversely, at the same time, they don't see you clearly because they haven't reached your vibration. There's maybe a lack of clarity here or realism that the Page of Cups has when they're infatuated and they offer their love. It's kind of like, it's sweet and immature at the same time. It's like, it's very idealistic and beautiful and very magical and dreamy, but sometimes that's not necessarily practical or even realistic, because see how his eyes are all glossy and starry. It's like seeing something that's not really there, because if you think about it, there's a cup with a fish in it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there needs to be more reality here. So it could be that you will realize that this may not be the ideal situation or relationship. For some of you, this may be that if you get to know each other more, this can turn into something more substantial and powerful. Okay, so I feel like there's two scenarios there. I can get a clarifier though. Let's clarify the reverse page of cups for pile number 2, please. Okay, so I got, wow. Spirit is basically saying that there are two groups of people here because the Hierophant came out sideways, and I do read sideways. So that means I read upright and reversed. So the Hierophant is a card of structure, of institutions, of knowledge gained through experience and doctrines. This is also a card of marriage and tradition. So once again, for some of you, whoever were the people that, if you get to know each other and you realize this is not your ideal mate, there will be a breakup or a separating of ways and no marriage. But if this dynamic for the other people, if this dynamic actually becomes more real and grounded in reality, this can mature and graduate into a higher level of commitment and marriage. Okay, well, I hope this helped you, pile number 2. I hope that it resonated and was helpful. So, yeah, thank you so much, pile number 2. Pile number 3. Malachite. Okay, let's lay the cards out. I'll do my best to get them all on the screen. But I will put them up to the screen as well, so you can see them clearly. Okay. Pile number 3. Okay, so. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, how your love interest sees you. Okay. So this person sees you as actually very emotionally mature. Maybe very warm and kind. Maybe very composed in terms of emotionally balanced. Not a person that gives way to negative impulsive behaviors and stuff like that, but just a warm, caring personality, a caretaker perhaps. Maybe a person who's very empathic as well. Maybe a counselor or therapist or somebody that, you would go to get some comfort or advice. Yeah, I see that this person sees you as a person who's very intuitive, empathic, maybe even psychic, that you are not afraid to follow your intuition. Yeah. I feel like they see you that you're a person that's not afraid to go with the flow and the changes of life. You're actually a person that's constantly changing and evolving in your life, and that you're not afraid of starting new things, leaving behind things that no longer serve you and starting new things. You're like a person that's always transforming. You're very at ease with the changes of life. You handle them with grace. Yeah, definitely. You're a person that, definitely goes within. Very magical. At the same time, this person feels like there's a dark side to you. Not super in a negative way, more in an intriguing, sexy way. They can tell you have a lot of ancient hidden knowledge, but there's a part of you that's not afraid to go deep and dark, or maybe there's a naughty side to you that they like or they can sense from you. And I think sometimes it intrigues them and sometimes it scares them. Yeah. For sure, they feel you're like magical, but there's definitely like a seductive femme fatale kind of energy here. But at the same time, there's also very, or if you're a man, there's like a, you know, same thing, but like more like a bad boy. But at the same time, there is like almost like, maybe not so like, innocence is not the right word because you know you're so wise, but a sense of like, you know, like having the grace to be able to see the darkness of life, but still stay in the light for the most part, and work with the light. I don't know if that'll make sense to everybody, but to some people, well, yeah, like you have a grace. You can like surf through energetic currents of life, is what I'm getting. You're a survivor. And you just do it, and like it doesn't taint your heart. At least not to the extent it taints other people's hearts or embitters other people. I also sense that they also like, what they like about you is that you're maybe a little bit hard to get, or elusive and mysterious. But there's definitely a sense of mystery, of the unknown. At the same time, you come off as being very natural. Like maybe you're into nature, but like you're not a person that's like pretentious or overly done up. Like you're very natural. Maybe you let your hair down, or like, you know, like not that you're careless with your looks, but that you're just free. Maybe you're like a flower child in some ways, or just like I don't know, just outdoorsy in some way. There's a sense of innocence about you, even though you're very mysterious, sensual, seductive in your own way. Maybe you don't even notice. But you have a depth in your eyes. They love the intensity of your eyes. You may even have like really nice cheekbones. Some of you, or most of you, may have light hair, blonde or light colored, but yeah, like you wear your hair messy sometimes, or not super coiffed. Also, you may smell nice. I'm also getting that they like the shape of your body, or the structure of your body. Like whether you're thin or a little bit more plump, it doesn't matter. Like the shape or the angles of your body are alluring, especially your butt or your legs and your shoulders. I'm getting maybe even your arms. There's something very attractive and shapely about that part of your body. You may also have like kind of like a bohemian or gypsy look, or just something a little bit more eccentric in the way you dress. But I definitely get a very natural vibe from you. You're not fussy in your dress or things like that. You may not even wear a lot of makeup if you're a woman. That's for some of you. But you may like have tattoos, or you may like do like cute little, if you're a woman, maybe see like there's a moon on her forehead. Maybe you do flash tats or something, or like bindies or something. I don't know, something to enhance your uniqueness. So the way you make them feel, yeah. You, because of your earthiness, and your no fuss attitude, you make them feel like comfortable and at ease. Like you're going with the flow. Like there is a sense of like, they feel they can trust you and relax with you. Like there's no need to stress or like perform or, you know, like impress in a way that's not authentic. Yeah, they feel like you guys are good friends. So they really feel like there's a very friendly vibe here. Like they feel like you guys are good friends. You may be soul family. You may be very alike but different too, but it just complements perfectly, and you vibe so easily without having to adjust. So definitely this person feels at ease with you, and they feel like you're a friend, a good friend. And they cherish that. And but then I'm seeing too, like there's a sense of intensity here. There is an intense energy. Now, what I'm getting for most of you though, this doesn't happen all the time. It could be, or it could be hidden, but I'm sensing that this relationship vacillates, and sometimes it's super smooth and easygoing, and then sometimes something happens where it just builds up to this intensity. And there's a lot of passion here. Now, it could be between the both of you, or it can be this person for you, but definitely on their side, they feel intense emotions for you and passionate emotions for you. You make them feel this, and it makes them feel alive, but at the same time, it kind of makes them nervous because it's so intense that it can't last. It's like a flame that goes out. So yeah, it's like it goes out, it flares up, and then it dies because it's just so strong. And it's just it's for some of you, it's just this person is just like, it's just not sustainable for them, so they have to kind of like move away from it and like get some fresh air and leave the situation. And for some of you, your love interest, it's so intense that it scares the shit out of them because they're not used to that kind of intensity. So they kind of like come in and out of your life is what I'm getting, but they're always your friend. And you know, maybe they leave this, maybe, yeah, like they're always your friend no matter what. So it's an interesting duality here. In the middle is the friendliness, but then you've got the intensity and the going with the flow. So it's like this scale, this balance that has to be gotten just right. And maybe for some of you, this balance is actually very perfect. But for some of you, I'm feeling like there's a need for balance, and this person doesn't feel it, that it's balanced, and it's too much for them. And sometimes they just like have to step away every once in a while. Or both of you have to separate to kind of just get some air between you and come back to the balance of this friendship that you have, because I'm sensing there's a mutual friendship and respect and care for each other. Or at least that's what this person wants. Okay, so, or at least that's how they feel. What they want, I have 4 cards came out. So what they currently want from you, this is current energy. So 4 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting that currently what they want from the situation with you. Okay, either you or them were offering love and affection and maybe a opportunity for a relationship. But I get a sense that one person may have been rejected, and now they want to, if they were the ones that rejected your offering, now they want to accept it. Or if you're the one that rejected it, they're still in the energy that they still want to offer this to you and are hoping that you reconsider. With the 5 of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing that it's very possible, because this is in reverse, and for this card to come out, it must mean that you guys have had some fights before or some arguments. It could have been intense arguments, and maybe some grudges were held, or maybe some really sharp words that were hurtful were said, and it created some resentment here and some distance between the two of you. And maybe somebody was being passive aggressive or just really nasty and cruel because of the heat of the moment, because there's a sense of intensity here, and this person is regretting that and wanting to put that away. He's or she is wanting to forgive and forget, or hoping that you can forgive and forget. And put the arguments in the past and just be at peace. And okay, this is weird, but it's for maybe just some of you. Um, for some of you, pile number 3, your love interest, you remind them of their mother. Okay, now that's not a bad thing. So that's actually probably one of the attractions. You may remind this person of their mother, whether you're male or female. You may have similar traits, but there is a sense that maybe there's maybe 1 or 2 characteristics that you have that remind them of their mother that they do not feel comfortable with or like. So maybe that's just for a few of you. But at the end of the day, currently this person wants success with you, joy, happiness, good times, and a new beginning. They really want this, and I'm getting that maybe some of them even want to have kids with you. There's a sense here of like loving this dynamic, loving this friendship, and just wanting to have a beautiful time. Just spending time together, enjoying life, carefree. I think this person really values that in a relationship or partnership. Okay, so for some of you, I'm getting also something else, another message here. And so this message, okay, so for some of you, same thing applies. I'm sensing that, yeah, they kind of want to like move forward with this situation with a more open heart and leave behind past grudges and resentments and bad memories. And move forward and have fun and be carefree with you. But at the same time, they're not looking for marriage right now. They're not ready for that. But they are looking for a companion, someone to have fun with, enjoy life with. And it could be that for some of you, this person just wants you as a friend. Maybe they feel it's too volatile, though there may be feelings of attraction. Maybe they feel like this dynamic is more valuable as a friendship. So like maybe they see you as like a kindred spirit, and they just want to continue being friends with you and having a close friendship. So that's for some. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there. That's that. And I want to pull a few cards. Let's see. Because I want to know, I want to clarify that. Okay, so I want to clarify some of these cards. Yeah, see? I was going to clarify the reverse 4 of Cups, and then at the bottom is 4 of Cups. So I'm getting that the general energy was that somebody missed an opportunity. They were offered love or a relationship, and the other person was too blind to see it or too caught up in their own shit to see it and missed it. But now there is a sense of wanting to get another chance. Yeah, a second chance, a new beginning. Okay, so but let me pull. I want to clarify the reverse Queen of Pentacles, please. Reverse Queen of Pentacles for the pile number 3. Okay, so. Okay, interesting. I get sideways 6 of Rods. I do read sideways cards. That means I read them upright and reversed. So this is sideways 6 of Rods, which is 6 of Wands. To clarify the reverse Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I want one more card. Woo. Okay. I got the reversed 8 of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting a couple scenarios here. I'm getting for some of you, currently this person definitely doesn't want you to leave their life. They want you in their life for sure, at least as a friend, okay? So you don't have to worry about them wanting to go. But I'm getting here that this could be, with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, how I was saying for some of you, they don't want you to remind them of their mom. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like maybe they had a bad relationship with their mom or something. I'm also getting for some people, your love interest has been married or was in a very committed relationship before. You thought they was going to get married, or she thought that they were going to get married, and it was a bad relationship. And this person is currently hoping that you're not going to be that same type of dynamic, that you're not, there. This relationship is not going to go in the same route. That this is not going to be a failure like their last one. Because they want a successful relationship with you on some capacity. And for some of you, I'm feeling like, though, that there's like an unrealistic energy here. Maybe they feel like they want you in their life and they want this to be successful, but they feel like it's not going to be, or there's a fear that it's not going to be, but they can't leave you anyway. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I want to know what their current emotions are for pile number 3. One card, please, from Spirit. Pile number 3. What are their love interest current emotions for pile number 3? One card, please. Current emotions for pile number 3's love interest. What are pile number 3's love interest current emotions for them? Okay. Current emotions is that they feel like this is a good relationship or dynamic. Like, this is a good friendship, this is a good whatever. Like, they feel very lucky to have you in their life. They feel that you bring them blessings, that you're teaching them something. I feel like you're teaching them higher knowledge, you know, like they have a lot of wisdom and spiritual knowledge, or you do, and that you're helping to teach them. Overall, they're feeling like this dynamic is going pretty well. You may have some hiccups here and there, but I feel like that they feel like it's in a good place, and they really feel like you're in some ways their destiny, or you are meant to be in their life for a good reason. Like, they really feel connected to you, and like this was meant to be on some level. So that's awesome. So they're definitely feeling positive feelings for you. So I want to get advice. I want to get advice or insight from Spirit for pile number 3 about this dynamic. One card, please. Advice or insight for pile number 3 people about their love interest. One card, please. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. This has a whole new dynamic. So we got the Y card. Okay, so I'm going to read that as it's an oracle. Why? Essential meanings. Motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. Okay, so the relationship message is, we don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answer may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition and the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Your partner, your love interest today. Why? I feel like this card speaks of why is this person in your life? Why are you in each other's life? Why did you come together? What is this? Like, is this a friendship, or is this a romantic dynamic? Is this a healing karmic relationship? What is it? It could be anything. And for some reason, Spirit is wanting you to ask why. Why did you two come together? Asking you to get clear on what it is that attracts you to this person, and maybe what it is why this person is attracted to you. I feel like there's something not being processed or not being said between you two. Let's get one more. asking the spirits for pile number 3. One more clarification, more advice for pile number 3 in regards to their love interest. Okay. Serendipity in reverse. The plot thickens. What is this, 18? Sorry, give me a second. I'm going to read it again. Okay, serendipity. The essential meanings. Opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols. A magical alignment of events. So it's in reverse, so I'll read the reverse message. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. Interesting. I'm getting that one or both of you, you're definitely friends, but one or both of you are thinking or wanting something more than friendship, and it's just not maybe either the right time or the right relationship. Maybe you're just meant to be friends, or maybe there's some sort of stuff that needs to be resolved first, and smoothed out, that before anything can come together. Maybe this is just a person in your life that teaches you a lesson, or you teach them a lesson, and then you move on to something better because you clear. Regardless, this person is your friend. Regardless, this person is part of your soul family. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to pull one more card as final outcome. If you were to follow this insight, what would be the final outcome between you and this person? Pile number 3. What is the final outcome if they follow this insight from Spirit? What is the final outcome? Pile number 3 on this person. One card only, please. Okay. Interesting. Page of Swords in reversed. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm sensing that one or both of you really analyzes the shit out of this relationship and really does want to get to the bottom of this. Like, what is the truth of this relationship? It's not clear. And I'm sensing that it makes one or both of you defensive in some way. And that I feel like if you were to explore the insights of what Spirit said about, why are you drawn to this person? Why is this person drawn to you? And is this truly the one for you? Or is this just a friendship or a lesson in life, a stage in life? That I think that you will be able to drop this defensiveness and this just weird curiosity or confusion about what this dynamic and this person is meant to be in your life. One more card to clarify. Page of Swords in reverse, please. Spirit for pile number 3. Outcome. Final outcome. If they were to follow. Okay, interesting. Yeah, pile number 3, you guys have an interesting reading here. So, to clarify the reverse Page of Swords, we get the Empress. So, what I'm getting here is that this relationship has caused you, or both of you, or the other person to kind of like be too stuck in your head about what the fuck this means, instead of just like being in the friendship and taking it as it comes. Like putting too much pressure on trying to figure out what this is, or not enough. And I think though, once you start to really evaluate and analyze what this really truly means to you, that you will cease to do that, and you will come into a state of allowance, receptivity, ease, and faith, that you will receive what you need to receive in life or in this relationship. And the Empress card is a beautiful card. This is a lovely card to have as final outcome, because this is a person that receives all that they need and want in their life without worry or stress. They allow it to come to them in the perfect time, and they know that they are always taken care of and always get exactly the best because they deserve it. So I'm almost sensing that there's a sense of playing small in this dynamic, and that maybe even for some of you, it's like moving on from this relationship and becoming the Empress and having faith that you will find the right person. And the Empress is also a card of a wife and a mother. So you will marry, so this could be for a man too, but you will marry the right person and be happy. This could be somebody else, not this love interest. But for some of you, it could be that once you really understand what this dynamic is, you will get what you want with this person, and very good chance you can get married and have kids. Okay. So sorry if that was long and drawn out and I rambled, but pile number 3 was a little bit more complex. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, I would for sure reply back to you. Thank you so much, pile number 3. Blessings.